2 years ago, I started my dating business, and I went from having 0 clients to now helping guys in Norway, in Spain, in Greece, in Austria, in France, and one of them even found his soulmate. And here is the 4 lessons that I've learned on this journey. Number one is that you will never be ready. When I started the business, I quit my job and I didn't tell my parents until after I had quit. And I'm so happy because when I told them, they tried to stop me. They were like, why did you do that? And I know that if I had waited until I felt ready and asked them for permission, I would never have had the opportunity to do what I'm doing now, where I'm traveling, where I'm meeting girls all over the world, and where I'm actually able to do what I really want to do. And the same thing goes when you have a date, when you want to go for the kiss. The same thing goes that you're not going to feel ready. It's not going to be this moment where you can just, stars are aligned and you just go for it. You create the moment. And that's what I've learned, that I used to wait for things to happen, but now I realize that things are waiting for me. The second thing is that authenticity beats perfection. And this goes, of course, when you meet a girl. I found that it's not about what you say, it's not about doing the right thing, it's much more so about doing the thing right. Meaning that when you approach a girl, even if what you want to say is a little bit bold, it's a little bit out there, it's actually so much better than trying to do it perfectly. Because when we're trying to do something perfectly, we're in our mind. We are trying to do it 100% and we stifle ourselves, because what is 100%? What is perfection? It's an ideal that we're chasing. It's not what's real, what's authentic. And instead, when we drop into this, girls are much more open because they see he's just a guy. He's not trying to be anything that he's not. And that's also confident and attractive. And the same thing has been when I've been creating my content. When I've been shooting videos, when I've been writing content, if I'm trying to please and trying to make the people like me because I'm trying to be perfect, then there's no way that the audience is resonating. But the times where I'm taking just this moment and creating it as the best as I can and being very vulnerable and authentic, that's when people have been resonating the most. The third thing is that quality beats quantity. And that's not only when it comes to girls, that of course having a girl that you really like, or having a couple of girls that you really like, it's so much better than trying to sleep with everyone. Because I used to do that. I used to chase more girls, having more. And I found out that by doing that, I would never feel happy. I would always be chasing more. And not only has that been exhausting, but I've learned that it actually doesn't fill me up as much as now when I have a couple of girls that I'm seeing and I'm actually really enjoying spending time with. The beauty about this as well is that it's attractive, because when you actually start looking for someone who you think that is going to be a good fit for you, you start asking the right questions. You automatically become more grounded. And you don't try to please the other person because you're trying to figure out, is this someone for me? Is this qualitative? And that's when you also have an easier time and a better time dating. But I also want to say this goes so much into the business too, because when I'm serving, when I'm helping my students, when I'm creating content, it's not so much about doing more. When I started out, man, the same way I used to chase girls, I used to chase people to work with me. I used to work so hard, so long, the long days, the long hours, just to do more. But it's not about doing more, it's about doing the right thing. It's about doing the thing right. So I'm starting to learn that it's about what I can do, how much I can serve, not how much I can do. The last thing is that this, the business, the journey, it's a two-way street. For example, I don't call my people my clients, I call them my students. Because when I'm teaching, coaching, I like to go by the fact that the student and the teacher together creates the teaching. Because I've been learning so much from my students. And the best times, the best moments where I've been able to help my students and also grow so much myself is when I haven't been putting myself on a pedestal and then there. No, I've been meeting them exactly as we are, the same. And from this sameness, that's when this huge breakthroughs have been happening. The same thing has been going when I've been meeting girls. Instead of thinking, oh, how can I get something from her, I've been focusing on what can I give? How can I meet this other human being on the same level, exactly as she is? And when I'm doing that, I'm also allowing myself to be as I am. And then, when the connection happens, she likes me for me and I like her for her. And that's the beauty, that's what we really want. Not just having another girl that we have slept with. And this is just the start. There's so much more that's going to happen because I find that by giving myself into this journey of the business, then I'm becoming the man that I always wanted to be, even though I don't have millions of euros yet. I don't have everything that I want. I'm becoming more like the man that I want to be. And if you also want to become the man that you want to be, then the journey is just getting started. Hit subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next video, man. Ciao.